What's up YouTube? It's Eclipse bringing you a gameplay commentary here today, and this is a 3v3 S&D GB match, and today what I want to talk about is the equipment necessary, well not necessary, but the equipment that will help you in a competitive Call of Duty like playing. So what the things that come to mind when I think about the equipment needed is a SCUF controller, Astros,
Defend the objective.
and a monitor. Those are the three things that essentially you'll need in order to play. It will make your game better if you have these things. Okay, so starting off with the SCUF controller. A SCUF controller is a controller designed by a company called SCUF Gaming, and there's a lot of different ways that you can get it. A lot of different you can get it for PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One. They just released the SCUF for that. PS4 has not come out yet, but basically what a SCUF does is there's a few different customization options you can get. There's these things called trigger stops, which you'll get to, paddles, and different types of thumbsticks. Okay, so starting with the thumbsticks, you can get, there's a lot of different types of thumbsticks that you can get on the SCUF 1, and I'm not really sure what they are, so I'm just going to go ahead and talk about 360 right now. I think there's 8 different types of thumbsticks on the SCUF 1. So for the 360 SCUF, there's concave or dome sticks. And dome sticks are, if you've ever used a PS3 controller, the thumbsticks like that, they're like rounded at the top. And the concave sticks are the traditional Xbox 360 SCUFs, or traditional Xbox 360 thumbsticks, where the top of the thumbstick curves inward when, like, on the thumbstick, so your thumb kind of goes inside of there. But, the dome stick, I use a domed right stick and a concave left stick. Personally, for me, I feel like it helps my aim out a little bit. It may just be a kind of like a placebo effect, but that's what it's supposed to do for the most part, and I thoroughly enjoy using it. And I use the concave left stick just because I just move around with it. And also on the SCUF, there's paddles, which I mentioned before. You can get, on the high risk SCUF, you can get either 2 or 4 paddles, and the paddles, they're along the back of your controller, where basically if you hold the controller like normally without like playing claw or anything like that, where your middle fingers go is basically where the paddles, the bottoms of the paddles are. They go all the way along the back next to the handles, and you press them, and the one on the left is an extra A button, pressing right now, and the one on the right is an extra B button. So basically what that's used for is like jumping or drop shotting very quickly without having to take your thumb off of the thumbstick in order to not be able to adjust your aim anymore to try to hit the buttons on the pad. It just allows you to jump and drop shot quicker, which will throw off somebody's aim on you, and it will help regain your aim on them. So that's paddles. They really help to jump around corners if you need to, or if you're in gunfights and they're missing shots, you can jump quickly and kind of readjust your shot while they have to readjust theirs to try to hit you. And those are very helpful. Moving on to the trigger stops, those are just, they're like things poking out of the back of the trigger so they don't go down all the way. They go down enough to shoot, but they don't go down all the way, so that it's like, it doesn't go down all the way, so it's a quicker
Search and destroy.
It's quicker press down, like if you're using a semi-automatic weapon or something like that, that I don't think you can use in Ghosts right now. I don't think there's a semi-automatic weapon that you can use, but it just makes the trigger go down faster. I have them on both of my triggers. Okay, now, and also your controller needs to be wired if you're planning on going to tournaments and stuff like that. Moving on to the headset. I really enjoy is the Astro A40 headset plus Mixamp. The Astro A40 headset, I'm using it right now to make this commentary. I use it when I'm talking on Skype or on Xbox Party. I use it to listen to game sound. And it's really helpful because on the mix amp, there's two dials that you could turn. There's a balancer to balance the sound between game and voice. If you want voice to be lower than game, you could turn that knob. And above that, there's a bigger dial, and it's the master volume for going from min to max and all the levels in between. And you have Dolby Digital surround sound. And if you're just playing casually and you want to listen to a little bit of music or something like that, you can plug in an auxiliary cable like into your phone or into your computer or something, and you can listen to music and listen to the game sound at the same time. You can use the headset as a mic for your computer and Xbox at the same time if you choose to. And there's a lot of good options with the A40 headset. It comes in clear surround sound, HD sound, and it's really like there's a lot of options to be able to like change the levels, and it's really good for like if you're in a situation where you really need to listen to something. It really allows you to hear better. And also, I think that's pretty much it with the A40 headset. It's the mic comes in really clear, and it just really helps your game because you're able to hear things a lot. Now the last thing that I mentioned was a monitor. As of right now, I personally don't have a monitor. One of my teammates fused them. The two types of monitors that you can get, or the two like big brands of monitors that you can get is either BenQ or Asus monitors. The reason that you want a monitor is because it the response time on the monitors on the monitor compared to a TV is a lot lower, so that when you do something like when you push your thumbstick or shoot your gun or something runs across your screen, it happens you see a lot quicker on a monitor because the response time is less, rather than a TV where the response time is higher. So it has a little more time between when you actually do something on your controller to when it actually shows up on your TV, or when someone runs across your screen. You see a lot more with a monitor. So that's something that's really helpful. My teammate says it like you see like everything with it. So that's something that I need to invest in next. But those are like essentials if you want to like play competitive Call of Duty. Um, if you want to like live stream or record for YouTube or things like that, um, some capture card is something that you'll need. I use an HD PVR2 personally. A lot of people prefer the Elgato. I've never used it, but you can look through some game captures if you want to start something like that. And obviously, a gaming console. And so that's pretty much what you're going to need for starting competitive Call of Duty. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like, favorite, comment, subscribe. And the video is coming to an end, so until next